Yesterday being November 13, 2024, Wike was instructed to apologize to the military. He was instructed to redeem the president. He was instructed to redeem himself. He was also instructed to redeem every politician, because this issue has gone beyond. That's what Wike doesn't understand. That the army most likely does not even see him anymore. What they are seeing is the attitude of a Nigerian politician and how others are bound to misbehave going forward. What happened is like a husband who was embarrassed in front of his wife. Respect matters a lot in marriage. That's how military behaves or sees civilians. Now Wike went there, and instead of him to apologize and put this thing to an end, he created more problem. He went there and began to say that his men were beaten a day before that day. Now, if you knew something like that happened, why didn't you go through the right channel? So you now sat in your office and you said, okay now, I'll go there tomorrow. Let me see who will stop me. And that was why obviously he decided to go there by himself. Now, is that how things are done? Now, if you check this issue very well, Wike actually had a very good case. But his attitude, his behavior ruined everything. He does not even trust his office. He does not even trust the process, because they have long ago destroyed that same process. And then you went there and began to explain things and created more problem. Now, see how Wike sees this issue. Wike believes that it is a feud between him and the retired general, calling him private citizens using soldiers or whatever to protect private property. Do you understand what he's saying now? Wike went there to say that it is not a fight between him and between the government of Nigeria, understand that word, and the military. That it is a problem between him, it's me and you. In fact, he even went on to say that he has high level support, and that's a misconception. Let me explain to you what I understand and I love so much about Muslims. A Muslim, an average Muslim, will do anything. You can insult him, you can do whatever you want to do. But when it comes to their religion, they will unite as one. That is how army, air force, navy, the military, that's how they behave. We can still see this thing as a fight between I and one retired person. It is not like that. We can see, forget that maybe at one point or the other you call one of the generals sometime and he said, hey, your boy misbehaved and the guy was punished. Do you know what that happened? Or why it happened that way? Because it was in private. It was not in the public. The military would never compromise in the face of civilians. They would never do that. So he went on to say things. In fact, he even said that because he has been warned that this thing can actually cost you a job. And he said it, that I know very well that this issue can even cost me my job. But whatever it is, I am willing to face it in his normal disposition of I do not back down. Obviously, Wike sees this whole thing like a feud between him and PDP. You know this thing I've been doing with PDP. Please, somebody should advise Wike that this is not PDP. This issue is not PDP at all. You are dealing with the military. You are dealing with the Navy. You are dealing with the Air Force. You are dealing with the Army. You cannot survive this issue. These guys have nothing against you. Let me put this to rest. These guys have no issue with you. They only have issue with how the public sees them. All he needed to do would have been to apologize. Set himself free. Set the president free. Set his cohorts, the politicians, free. Now, let me advise the politicians who called him earlier, who asked him to apologize but he refused. You guys should make a press release. Come out as a people and tell the military that we are still very much in respect of your class, of your office. If Wike is not willing to come out and apologize, you guys should come out and redeem yourself. Because this issue is not going to end. See, Wike may not be the one that will receive the repercussion of his action. The military does not forgive. They don't forget. It may not be Wike that will suffer for this thing. It may be someone innocent, somebody that's coming from somewhere that will suffer this thing. The army, the air force, the military, they're not seeing Wike in this whole matter. They are seeing every politician. All of you are implicated. So find a way. You can make a release. If Wike does not come back to apologize properly, you you guys should apologize. Set yourself free. You understand what I'm saying more than me. You understand exactly what I'm saying more than me. Redeem yourself. If that land was taken illegally, this does not stop you from going through the right process to redeem it. It doesn't stop you. You can still get that land back. But let the armed forces know that, hey, you have respect for them. That is the way forward. For now.
Yes, so Wike has created more problems. Instead of him apologize, he did they fumble, they do ya. They go here and there, up and down. You know get direction. So this man has really explained it better. But the side of the military, that they don't forgive, they don't forget, that is not even my own concern. My concern is that these people, whether they are civilians, whether they are whatever, they are army or whatever, they are military people, they have not, all of them have not even done this country good. Everything this man said is true. It's a different, but I'm not even too interested. I'm not too keen because they are same of same. The military won't even do anything. There's politics within the military too. They are not even united to that level anymore. I understand Wike is wrong, but the army cannot even continue to see civilians as non-human. So if the way Wike behaved, the military man or the navy officer now behave like that, what would have happened? But the politicians can talk to them anyhow. But if they react, you begin to say this. You think they have time to be to be having banters with anybody? You know what they would definitely do. Are they no more better than the civilians? Somebody that's supposed to coordinate himself, because now they here they know the year come. Before I respond, do you pass through camp, NYC camp? Those gallant guy are just the best. Once you respect them, you are good to go. The military remains part of law enforcement agents. They are not superior to executives. This can lead to military takeover if they don't retrace their way. Why would he apologize to the military when the military have reduced their selves to errand boys, but they will teach them lessons? I think this one is just trying to be angry that they have already joined hands together with the politicians to make the country what it is today. There are a lot of people are not even happy about. Wike doesn't understand the influence of retired top military officers. He was saying that at the end, but he's retired. He's not serving. What has that got to do? If he knows the implication of that or the meaning of that, he would have not even said many things. And that's why he's trying to justify what is not. Honestly speaking, he doesn't understand. Wike does not understand that this has gone beyond land matter. It is now a case of a national threat. Saying you are this, you are stupid, you are wrong, you are this. Oh my God, Wike. Army can decide to take over a country whenever they wishes to, and no other armed forces can do anything about it. They are like a father to the country. How were you able to mimic that? Is a Google voice? Almost a son of a retired military officer. What this man is saying is just a fact. It's a battle line being drawn between the politicians and the military, because if it is not corrupt, another person will come one day and do worse. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.